I've lost faith and I've been hopeless. I've been high and I've been low, but every lesson's made me strong. I can do this now for sure, I know. Your friend is 6 and stone, could never break my bones. No, these walls could never hold me.
So a couple weeks ago, we had auditions, and we chose 4 amazing musicians to do my music for this entire journey and play and be on this tour with us. And then the car crash happened, and that was pretty scary, but everyone was safe and the equipment was okay.
Thankfully, nobody was hurt. That was our first concern, but immediately I had to think what was damaged in the trailer, because the entire show and all the things that need to happen in the show had some connection to what was on that trailer. From my computers to all the instruments, the amps, the sound equipment, everything. About 10 minutes after they started unloading everything, I learned that everything was okay.
We loaded up the U-Haul, we headed off to Key Largo and to meet the rest of the people. We got there, and once we arrived, everybody was waiting, and we could relax and start drinking heavily.
So everybody is starting to gel friendship-wise and musically.
We still had a lot of work to do. You know, nothing was quite clean, so we ended up doing a private rehearsal show in the captain's backyard for his friends and his family.
Hello guys! We're happy to be here today. We have rehearsed 3 times together, all of us 2 times together, but I think this is going to be our 3rd rehearsal, everybody all together, so I hope you guys like it, I hope you guys enjoy it.
These guys didn't know each other a couple weeks ago, and they're all been brought together to form this band and take this journey in the ocean, which none of them spend any time on. And so we appreciate your indulgence coming out and helping us break them in. But this is the first time they play together ever in front of anybody. So I'm just blown away that they're even standing out here doing it. So thank you guys.
The first instrument I ever played was my voice. I guess my dad explains it that I sang all the time, anywhere, everywhere. I was told to be put in some vocal lessons, assuming because I wasn't all that good. My current job is I'm a rock star, heck yeah. No, my current job at home is I am a teacher at the School of Rock in Austin, Texas. I've been teaching since I was 16, and I still teach. I also do like gigs. I do shows whenever I'm called. I'll travel for shows. I'm in 2 bands. You know, normal stuff that any musician you meet might probably will do.
You know, she wrote these really cool songs and these pop songs. Like, I don't write pop, and it's like some really catchy stuff that could be on the radio. Like, I kind of was always a little anti-pop, but you know, she made me like pop.
I would go to a karaoke place every day, like 4 to 5 days a week, and just sing karaoke. And that's where I learned that I really liked Carrie Underwood. I really liked Cher. I really liked Taylor Swift. I liked, you know, girl singers. I was a little girl. I was inspired by girls, so.
Angie is another bright light in this group, and
and rightfully so, the leader. She's a strong leader, she has a strong presence, just, you know, even when she walks into a room, and I feel like that's very key for, you know, just as an entertainer, as, you know, a leader in any right.
It's been really cool playing Angelin's music. When it was first presented, I think collectively we were curious about certain things, specifically because the way you record something or the way you write something, a lot of the times is going to differ than how it will be performed or needs to be performed. And it was really cool to come in with some freedom around those things, and she was really open to suggestions.
Well, you mentioned like the open-mindedness around the songs. Like, our role is, as it stands now, is to, are we just playing what's been laid before us, or is this more of we're kind of developing our collective, cohesive sound?
You could do anything you'd like to. If you learned them the way that the song was, I mean, you're more than welcome to spread out and spread your wings like a bird and fly. Totally fine with that.
Swing with me to the jungle of dreams.
I played a little trumpet when I was in middle school, but that was all classical stuff. It was cool, but I was about as into it as I feel like a lot of 12-year-old boys are into classical music. Really, they just want to play big, loud electric guitars in a rock band and whatnot. My dad bought me a bass when I was 13, an electric bass. He was actually the worship leader at our church. He played a lot of acoustic and would sing and stuff, and he was really dope. Yeah, I got super into funk and stuff like that pretty quick. Not like the really legit funk right away. I kind of started out just playing whatever everybody else was listening to at the time on the radio and everything. You know, I was like Green Day, I was like learning those licks, and then I got into Red Hot Chili Peppers, which was kind of like my entrance. That was kind of like lured me towards funk, and you know, from there I think I started to figure out where Red Hot Chili Peppers came from and try to pursue those roots. Investigate, you know, get a little bit deeper, and all of a sudden I start to figure out, you know, like Tower Power, Earth, Wind and Fire and stuff, and further back, you know, eventually like James Brown, Sly and the Family Stone.
Brennan, he has learned and studied the bass for years and years and years. So when I saw Brennan play, I was like, oh my gosh, like, he's amazing, you know? And on top of it, he plays guitar and he plays keys, and like, well-rounded musician.
Brandon has like the musical mind that I kind of wish I had, because I spent a lot of time reading a lot of books, doing like studying jazz theory and all this stuff, and he did not approach it from the same way that I did, and I just think it's so amazing. Like, his ears are just, they're astounding.
And then we do that new thing.
Yeah. Is that what's happening? It feels like it's happening.
What I've enjoyed about Brennan is our musical communication with each other. Brennan is, you know, skilled in so many different ways. He has an ear for, you know, within composition.
Victor Wooten was like a big thing that got me super hyped when I was a kid. And I remember like YouTube was kind of just starting, and we could go watch stuff, and it would take like, you know, 20 minutes to load up a single video, but it must have showed me, it must have suggested Victor Wooten to me. And I saw that and I was like, whoa, on the one hand, this is crazy and it seems like it'd be impossible and it blows my mind. On the other hand, he's a person, I'm a person, I want to see if I can also do these things.
Brennan's a dope bass player. I was really glad to know that Brennan got the bass part, because I wasn't worried about really anything else. Everything else can be a little bit shaky, but if I can't lock everybody together, because it's my job to keep everybody on the same page, timing-wise and like dynamically too. It's a lot rides on me, But that depends a lot on my bass player, and if I can't trust my bass player to be there with me, then it's just gonna be bad.
I wanted to blow everybody's mind. I didn't want to just be like a background bass player. I wanted to be, you know, the kind of bass player where everybody was like, wow, holy crap, just like Victor Wooten. So I wanted to be just like that when I grew up.
Yeah!